Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. What is the goal of our life? One is Sukha Prapti. The second one is Dukkha Nivrutti. Whatever we are trying to do, only for these two purposes. Either one of them, finally, if you analyze, there will be only one. But in the beginning, it may look like a two, but after analysis, there is only one. So let us see in the beginning. Sukha Prapti. I want to gain the happiness. Second one is Dukkha Nivrutti. I want to get rid of the pain. I want to gain the happiness. I want to get rid of the pain and sorrow or misery. Whatever you are doing, including attending this Vivekacūḍāmaṇi class, is also one of these two. So in this process, what we are doing? To gain our happiness, we are searching this happiness and trying to get the happiness in the objects, external objects. Sometimes we think if I change my house, I will be happy. Sometimes if I change my profession, I will be happy. Sometimes if I change my car, I will be happy. Now the modern trend, 21st century, if I change my spouse, I will be happy. So we are all the time thinking and changing the objects. It may be place, it may be kind of thing, it may be person, it may be anything. We are keeping on changing. Wonderful. But are you happy? After changing, are you happy? Yes, I am happy. How long? How long are you going to be happy? Certain period of time you may be happy. Then again you think, let me change this thing, let me change that thing. So finally we understand what is this happiness which I am searching in every object I am looking at, but it is giving the happiness, but over a period of time it is not giving the happiness. If that happiness is there in that particular object, whenever you are having that object, you should be happy. Is it so? That means this object is not giving the happiness to me. Then what is the nature of the happiness that I am seeking? And where is this happiness is there? If my happiness is there in the object, it should be giving the happiness whenever I am having this object. But it is not happening. That means my happiness is not in the object. My happiness is not in the object. Then where it could be? There are only two things in the world. What are the two things in the world? One is me. Second one is other than me. One is me. Second one is other than me. The me is the subject. Other than me is the object. So if the happiness is not there in the object, definitely it should be in the subject. So if this happiness is there in the subject, how can I get it that one? So there are two types of gaining the things. What are these two types of achievements in the world, or two types of the gaining the things? One is apraptasya praptihi. Gaining the thing which is not gained. I want to get a mobile phone which I don't have. So what I will do? I will go to a mobile shop, give the money, get that mobile phone. So apraptasya prapti, that which I don't have, now I went to the shop, I purchased, now it is with me. That is the one thing what we are doing in our day-to-day transactions. Then second thing, praptasya praptihi, gaining the things which is already gained. Go back to the previous analysis. In our analysis, we came to a conclusion that my happiness is not in the objects. So my happiness is in the subject, that is me. For getting the mobile phone, money is the means. In that there are three different things. I am the subject, the desirer of the mobile phone. Then there is an object, mobile phone. And the third one is a means, the money is a means to get the mobile phone. Three different things. Subject is different, object is different, the means is different. This happens apraptasya praptihi, when gaining the thing which is not gained. But now listen very carefully. My happiness is in the subject and I am seeking the happiness. So I am the seeker of happiness. So I am the subject. Where is this happiness? Happiness is not there in the objects. Happiness is there in me. So object also is me. Now what is the means? If something is there like a mobile phone, like a house, like a book, which is not me, there are means, different means. Money may be the means and the credit card may be the means, and go and do some service to them and get that one is the means. But I am the seeker. What I am seeking? I am seeking me only, because that happiness in me. Then comes a big question mark. What is the means? What is the pramana for these kind of things? Now here, our Shastra, our scriptures present the three types of pramanas. One is called pratyaksha pramana, direct perception. Second one is called anumana pramana, inference. The third one is called shabda pramana. This pratyaksha pramana, prati aksha, aksha means eyes. So whatever I see through my eyes, through my senses, that is called pratyaksha pramana. Anumana pramana, inference. For this inference also, we need to have the base as a pratyaksha pramana. If pratyaksha pramana is not there, anumana pramana won't work. Then the third one is the shabda pramana, where pratyaksha pramana, anumana pramana won't work. Only the shabda pramana is there. Shabda pramana means the verbal testimony or apta vakya. And to gain this happiness, because I am the subject, I am the object, pratyaksha pramana won't work, anumana pramana won't work, only shabda pramana works. Now this is a shabda pramana. Under this shabda pramana, Vedas also comes. So to know about my own self, pratyaksha pramana won't work, anumana pramana won't work, only shabda pramana works. Certain things which we may not experience through our five senses, certain things where we may not infer through our logic, but we take the trust of our parents, our teachers, our elders' sayings. Hence, they are also called aptavakya. There are many things. Our parents told, no pratyaksha, no anumana. People talks about the swarga. How many of you visited the swarga and came back? Is there anyone else who visited and came and told you that? Neither person who is selling the idea also never been there, nor who are buying the idea also never been there. Then how can I take? There comes the shabda pramana. There comes the aptavakya. This is a trust. So to gain this knowledge, shabda pramana, so Vedas are the authority for us. Vedas are the authority for us. Vedas are divided into the four sections: Mantra Samhita, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, and Upanishads. And the first three parts, Mantra Samhita, Brahmanas, Aranyakas, deals with gaining something which is not gained. apraptasya praptihi. These first three sections will be helpful and supporting to us. Whereas praptasya praptihi, gaining the things which is already gained. I want to know about me. Many people start thinking nowadays, who am I? Who am I? Hey, who am I? You should know. How can I tell you who am I when you come and ask me who am I? You should know. But I don't know. How can I know? I don't know about me. It's why I'm inquiring, who am I? When I don't know about myself, how can someone will help me? Vedas will help us. So now the fourth part of the Vedas, the fourth section of the Vedas, which is called Upanishads, which deals with the gaining the things which is already gained. So we will be knowing about our own self with the Upanishads. Hence, Upanishads are also called Vedanta. Vedanta means don't think that end of the pages. Upanishads are scattered in different sections in the Vedas, different parts. So all those things together taken as a Vedanta. Upanishad means, in a simple understanding, that which helps me to gain praptasya praptihi. That which helps me, that which guides me to know which I am already having. That is called Upanishad. The Upanishad also you are having the different meaning. Upa means samipe, ni means near, shad means sitting, sitting near the teacher and studying. That is also other meaning of the Upanishad. But what is the Upanishad is teaching? Anything which teaches us to know about our own self, that particular text is called Upanishad in a layman's language. So can I go and study the Upanishad? Why should I study the Vivekacūḍāmaṇi? Yes, you are right. You are supposed to study the Upanishads, not the Vivekacūḍāmaṇi. But unfortunately, when I open the Upanishads, I am not able to understand head or tail of it. Many people inspired to study the Upanishads, they will get the Upanishads. Very sincere, very good people. I appreciate their dedication, their devotion, but not able to understand. Why? It is not the problem with the person, it is not the problem with the book. Then why we are not able to understand? If there is no problem between the book and the person, what is missing? A link is missing. Person is a good, sincere, dedicated, committed. Book is also very good because it is surviving since so many thousands of years. If it is not useful, if it is not serving its purpose, these books would have been gone. There are so many things which we don't know. But book also still available, and this person also very sincere, dedicated. So what is missing? Don't blame the person, don't blame the book. Book means your Upanishad. We need to inquire, find out. There is some connection, that link is missing. What is that link? The link is preparing the mind, preparing the intellect. No one can go to the university straight away to do the PhD. So to do the PhD in the university, we need to study the PG. To study the PG, you need to be a graduate. To study the graduate, you need to have the secondary school, primary school. There are steps. So in these steps, we will be collecting or gaining or preparing our mind, our intellect to connect with the higher things. So there comes the Prakarana Granthas, introductory textbooks. Our great Acharyas, very kind on us, they have written so many Prakarana Granthas. What is this Prakarana Grantha? Prakarana Grantha gives the terminology which is used in the Upanishads. I will give an example. When you go to a lab, chemistry lab, the people who are working in the chemistry lab, they don't use the word water. They use the word H2O. Hey, can you get the H2O? And you entered into the lab, you want to do some research, and everyone using the word H2O, H2O. What is this H2O, yeah? For that, you need to have the basic knowledge before you enter into the lab. The water is called H2O. And before you know, now you know water is called H2O. After coming back home, you should not ask your grandmother, hey, grandma, give me some H2O. I am feeling thirsty. You need to use the H2O only in the lab. You need to use the word water in your home. This understanding should be there. At the same time, you should know water is called H2O, H2O is called water. This terminology we will be learning in the Prakarana Granthas. So, some of our students already studied the Tattva Bodha. Tattva Bodha is given very beautiful terminology. After studying the Tattva Bodha, many of my students, they are saying that they are able to understand the Bhagavad Gita better. And they are able to understand the Yoga Sutras or any other things better. Now, why Vivekacūḍāmaṇi? Now, very interesting thing here. Vivekacūḍāmaṇi is an elaborate explanation of Tattva Bodha with logically, systematically presented by the Shankaracharya. So remember, Vivekacūḍāmaṇi is one of the Prakarana Grantha which helps us to understand the Vedanta better. And not only the understanding the Vedanta better, and some of you are there, those who are appearing for this yoga exams and yoga professionals and other professions, it also useful for you. And let us see what are the basic topics which are covered in the Vivekacūḍāmaṇi. The Vivekacūḍāmaṇi covers the three topics in broadly. One is the basics of a spiritual life. One of the topic, the basics of the spiritual life. The second topic, steps to a self-realization through a dialogue between the disciple and the teacher. And the third one is the true nature of the self and the related topics. These are the three broad categories. Now let us see one by one. Under the basics of the spiritual life, Shankaracharya starts with the salutations to the Ishvara and as well as to his Guru. Then he takes the topic, the significance of the birth in a human body. What is the significance? Why we have taken birth as a human being? Why not something else? That significance is highlighted by Shankaracharya. Then self-realization is the means to liberation. Liberation means freedom from the limitedness. The self-realization is the only means that is elaborately explained. The means of self-realization. Then comes the qualifications of the spiritual aspirant. Spiritual aspirant means the seeker, those who want to go in the path of yoga as a way of life or a spirituality. The fourfold spiritual disciplines are given, which everyone knows, sadhana chatushtaya, viveka vairagya shat sampat mukshutva. But those fourfold qualifications very elaborately explained in the Vivekacūḍāmaṇi. And the way to intensify our desire for liberation. Many of us, we are having the desires. I want to get moksha. I want to be happy. I want to achieve something in my life. It's a very good. So every one of us having this kind of thing that I want to achieve something in my life. But how many of us are having the intense desire to achieve that? There comes the priorities. I want this. I want to achieve. I want to become a great person. I want to get moksha. Desire is there. Is that intense desire? Suddenly I say, I want to get the moksha. So I am going to the Himalayas. Wonderful. And you are just a thought, you are planning to book your ticket for the Himalayas. Suddenly your friend comes and calls, hey, yaar, come on, latest movie is released. Let us go to the movie. Anyway, you are going to the Himalayas. Now just watch this movie and go. What is there? So let us go to the movie. And going to the movie. And there some ice cream, some cool drinks and all other things. And watching in the movie some nice interesting things. Anyway, moksha is there. Now moksha will not go anywhere. Yeah. Let us enjoy this one. You can plan next year. Na? What is there? So nice things are there. Let us enjoy this one first. Let us do this one. Let us do that one. But still, I want to moksha. But okay, it can be there. I am telling just an example, not necessarily the moksha. Anything in your life, if you are having some goal in your life, how intensity you are having in your commitment, in your desire to reach that goal. Every one of us is having the goal that I want to be happy. But how intensely we are having that one. Every one of us want to achieve something in our life. But how intensity. So here Shankaracharya is going to help us the way to intensify our desire for liberation. Shankaracharya is going to give some explanations, some examples that may help for us to intensify our desire. And bhakti is the best means to attain liberation. That is also explained. Most of the people think that Vedanta means, oh, we condemned the bhakti. There is no bhakti. No, my dear. Vedanta never condemns anything. Vedanta includes everything. Because in Advaita Vedanta, when you say oneness, how can I see the difference in your bhakti and karma? Whatever you trust, whatever you want to achieve in your life, you need to have with bhakti. This jnana and bhakti should go together. Without bhakti, only jnana makes the person more egoistic. And the second, another topic under first section, the function of a guru and the definition of a guru, the way the spiritual aspirant should approach the guru. That is also given. The guru's response to the spiritual aspirant's prayer, how that guru should respond to the student, and the means to the self-realization. These are the a few topics which I mentioned covered under the basics of the spiritual life. The next topic, steps to a self-realization through a dialogue between the disciple and the teacher. Here comes the most important section. All our Upanishads are the dialogues between the teacher and students. Here when we say dialogue, please understand, questions, students will be asking the questions to the teachers and teachers will be giving the answers to the students, but not the doubts. All the time I highlight this topic. Doubts are different from the questions. So in our class, we encourage the questions, not the doubts. What is a doubt? Without thinking, simply asking is called doubt. Now here, the 7 fundamental questions are asked by the students to the teacher. All these 7 questions are answered by the teacher. These 7 questions are very important questions, interesting questions for our life to be happy. So also under this topic, gross body, subtle body, causal body, and panchakoshas, very beautiful analysis of the panchakoshas to prove that you are not this panchakosha. Then what is Maya? Most of the time we use the word Maya. What is the Maya? and what is the self, and what is the bondage. How does the bondage continue to exist? Abis, one can be free from the bondage. These are a few topics I am mentioning because the orientation class comes under the steps to self-realization through a dialogue between the disciple and the teacher. Then the last topic, the true nature of the self and the related topics. Under this gives so many other simple topics like what is the samadhi, what is the Brahman, how is the difference, the samadhi is different from the this moksha, what is the tattvamasi. So the process of dehypnotization, the conquering desires and the attainment of liberation, the importance of vigilance in spiritual life, the value of mistakes in human life. See the beautiful topic, the value of mistakes in human life. We do the mistakes. What is the value for that mistakes in our human life? The true nature of ourself, the experience of Brahman in Samadhi, the steps towards attainment of Samadhi, the nature of the mind that can attain Samadhi and liberation. When we say the nature of the mind that can attain Samadhi and liberation, means Samadhi is different from the liberation. The experience of the Brahman in Samadhi, and here there are beautiful meditation shlokas are given. Sometimes even though we don't know the meaning of those shlokas, when you just chant those shlokas, you feel that sitting quietly and soothing mind will take place. Those shlokas are written by the Shankaracharya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Tat Sat Om.